Hi, my name's Scott DeMauro. I'm Vice President of the Ohio Education Association. I'm a social studies teacher from Worthington, and I want to talk to you about the importance of this election. It would be really easy for me to, begin by saying how reckless and divisive and utterly unqualified to be president Donald Trump is. I think you know that. I think you know what a terrible example he is for our students and the way that he mocks the disabled and bullies people, denigrates women, even goes as far as questioning the patriotism of a Gold Star family. We understand that, but what you may not understand is what this election means for education. Donald Trump went to a failing charter school in Cleveland to announce his national education plan. When he did that, he sent a clear message about what he thinks about public education. He sees public education as a problem. He sees the biggest problem with public education, that we spend way too much money, because he says that he wants to cut education funding way down. Donald Trump is exactly the wrong person that we need in the White House if we care about the future of public education and our students. Donald Trump's plan would cut billions of dollars in support for Ohio alone to help us support our students. Donald Trump has made it clear that he has no respect for educators, that he has no respect for educator unions like ours. Donald Trump is exactly what we don't need for the future of children and public education in this country. It's up to us to make sure that Donald Trump doesn't win Ohio. Because if Donald Trump can't win Ohio, then he can't be the President of the United States. The road to the White House goes directly through our state. The good news for us is that we have the power to make a difference. Recently, I was out knocking doors myself, and I found that when I would go to the door and people would see that I am a volunteer talking about the campaign, wanting to engage in a conversation about this election, there was a natural inclination that some people had to end the conversation quickly and move on their way. But as soon as I told them that I was a teacher, that I worked in that community, that I worked with their students, the door opened, the conversation opened, and people were very interested in what I had to say. That's the kind of power that each of us can have when we knock doors, when we make phone calls, when we share our experience, our perspective on the importance of this election. We can help people understand that this is not a lesser of two evils election, that not only is Hillary Clinton a better choice than Donald Trump, but Hillary Clinton is somebody who's going to be an excellent president for public education. She has been a leader throughout her career, from her time in Arkansas to her service as First Lady of the United States, where she led the fight to expand access for health care to 8 million children, to her time in the United States Senate, where she had an A rating consistently with the NEA and was a champion for public education, to her time as Secretary of State, where she demonstrated that she has the experience and the qualifications to serve as our Commander-in-Chief. Hillary Clinton has proven time and again that she is committed to working with us and working for us. And throughout this campaign, she's also made it clear that we are her partners, that we will have a seat at the table, that she is committed to respecting our voices as professionals in serving the needs of our students and ensuring that every child, no matter what zip code they come from, has access to a great public education. I encourage you to go to ohioballot.com. Enter your zip code and your address, and you can see who the OEA recommended candidates are in your area for races up and down the ballot. As a professional educator, you're not alone. Our power is in our collective voice. When we work together, we can make anything happen. I need you to join me and knock on doors and make phone calls and have conversations with your friends and your family and your neighbors and your colleagues to help people understand just how important this election is. There's not a lot of time left. It's up to us to make sure that we elect Hillary Clinton as President of the United States on November 8th.